When was the last time you thought about your heart? Not the kind that breaks when you lose someone, but the one beating inside your chest right now. The one keeping you alive second by second. You don't feel it working. You don't hear it crying for help. But it is. Every bite, every choice, every silent moment, it's been carrying the weight of your life. And somewhere inside, it's struggling, slowly, quietly, until one day, it can't anymore. You wake up tired, dizzy, short of breath after a flight of stairs. You tell yourself it's just stress, just age. But deep down, you know something's off. You can't see what's happening inside, but it's real. Your arteries, the highways of your life, are getting blocked, inch by inch. The flow that once moved freely now fights to reach your heart, your brain, your cells. Your body is asking for help, and the truth is, it's not too late. Because the body never forgets how to heal. It only needs the signal to begin again. And that signal doesn't come from a pill. It doesn't come from a prescription or a waiting room. It comes from something much simpler. Something you already have the power to control. For years, you've been told that once your arteries clog, that's it. That the damage is permanent, that you can only slow it down, never reverse it. But what if that was wrong? What if, right now, your body is waiting for you to give it what it needs to fight back, to clear what's been building up for years? Imagine that. Not just managing the problem, but erasing it from the inside out. There's a reason you're hearing this. A reason you haven't clicked away yet. Because deep inside, you know you were made for more than just surviving. You were made to live without fear, to feel your heart beating strong, to wake up with energy, to trust your body again. And the path back to that isn't found in another chemical. It's found in food, the most powerful medicine nature ever created. Think about it. Your blood, your arteries, your heart, they all respond to what you feed them. Every meal sends a message, either repair or destroy, heal or harm. And for years, most of us have been sending the wrong message. Processed foods, sugary drinks, oils that inflame instead of nourish. They don't just make you gain weight. They create chaos inside your blood vessels, turning smooth walls into sticky traps for cholesterol and plaque. But when you change the message, everything changes. The moment you start eating foods that heal, your body listens. Inflammation goes down, blood flow improves, plaque begins to soften, dissolve, disappear. The same process that damaged you begins to rebuild you. This isn't some miracle story, it's science, proven by countless studies, backed by people who've done what most said was impossible. They didn't just stop heart disease, they reversed it. And it all began with one meal, one decision, one moment when they said, no more. No more living scared, no more ignoring the signs, no more believing the lie that healing is out of reach. Because the truth is, your body is waiting for you to give it what it needs. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Close your eyes and imagine it. You take a deep breath, and it feels different, lighter, easier. You feel your heart beating strong, steady, alive. That's not a dream. That's your body remembering what health feels like. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. Every choice from here can move you closer to that feeling, to that freedom. You don't need to be a doctor to understand this. You just need to believe in your body again. To trust that the same force that created life inside you can renew it. To eat with intention, not restriction. To see every meal not as a habit, but as healing. Because when you choose the right foods, whole, living, powerful foods, you're not just feeding yourself, you're rewriting your future. So don't look away. Don't say maybe later. This is your moment to take your heart back, one meal at a time, one heartbeat at a time. The power to unblock your arteries is already in your hands. It's been there all along. You just have to choose it. You've waited long enough for someone else to fix it, for someone to tell you it's possible. But deep down, you already know. It's not about waiting. It's about deciding. Because every day you delay, that silent damage continues. Every meal that feeds inflammation, every excuse that says tomorrow, costs you something. A little more blood flow, a little more time, a little more of your life slipping away. But when you decide to change, everything shifts. The same body that's been struggling begins to fight for you. It's been waiting for that signal, that first step, that moment when you finally say, enough. Your arteries can open again. Your heart can grow stronger. Your blood can flow freely, washing away what's been holding you back. This isn't fantasy, it's biology. You are built to heal. You are designed to survive. But survival isn't enough anymore, is it? You want to live. You want to feel alive again. That's what this is about. Not just adding years to your life, but life to your years. Because what's the point of more time if your body feels like a cage? The truth is, your body is loyal. It never stops working for you, even when you work against it. Every cell inside you is trying to restore balance, to protect you, to keep you alive. But it can't do it alone. It needs your help. It needs the kind of fuel that heals, not harms. The kind of food that speaks the language of repair. Real food, earth-grown, unprocessed, honest. When you give your body what it recognizes, it gives you everything back: energy, clarity, strength, hope. It's easy to underestimate what food can do because it's ordinary. It's sitting in your kitchen right now. But that's the power of it. It's within reach. It doesn't require permission. It doesn't cost your peace of mind. It just asks for consistency. A decision to choose healing over habit. Because the truth is, your arteries don't block overnight, and they don't unblock overnight either. But they do respond faster than you think. The moment you stop feeding inflammation, your body begins to restore. The moment you choose life-giving foods, your cells begin to repair the walls of your arteries, calming the chaos, creating space for blood to move like it's meant to. And when that happens, everything changes. The fog in your mind begins to lift. Your chest feels lighter. Your heartbeat steadies. You start waking up with energy you haven't felt in years. That's your body thanking you. That's healing in motion. You're not just eating to stay alive anymore. You're eating to live free. Free from fear, free from dependence, free from the constant thought that something inside you is ticking down like a clock. This isn't about perfection, it's about intention. Every meal is a message. You're either telling your body to fight or to fail. And right now, it's time to fight. Not with fear, but with focus, with conviction, with the quiet strength that comes from knowing you still have control. Because the system may have taught you to depend on pills, but nature has always given you another way. The foods that cleanse your blood, the nutrients that protect your arteries, they've been here since the beginning, waiting. Think about what it would mean to feel young again, not in age but in vitality, to walk without pain, to breathe without effort, to look in the mirror and see someone who took back their power. That's what you're capable of. That's what one choice can begin. Because healing isn't found in a miracle, it's found in momentum, in showing up for yourself every single day, in proving, one meal at a time, that your health belongs to you. And maybe that's what you've been needing to hear. Not that it's easy, but that it's possible. Not that someone else will do it for you, but that you already have everything you need to start. The power to unblock your arteries, the power to restore your heart, the power to rewrite the story your body has been telling for years. It all begins when you decide to stop surviving and start healing. Because the truth is simple. Your heart still believes in you. It's still fighting for you. Now it's your turn to fight for it. Every heartbeat you feel right now is a reminder. You're still here, still capable, still alive. But every heartbeat also asks a question. What are you doing with the time it's giving you? Because the truth is, time doesn't wait. Your heart doesn't pause while you decide. It keeps working, every second, pushing blood through vessels that are begging for relief. And that's why this matters. Because this isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. About waking up without fear that your own body might turn against you. About taking control before something else does. You've seen what happens when people wait too long. The shortness of breath, the cold hands, the sudden collapse that no one expected. But what no one tells you is that it doesn't have to reach that point. The human body has the power to rebuild itself, even after years of neglect. But it can't do that if you keep feeding it the same poison that broke it. You can't expect healing while clinging to the habits that caused the harm. Something has to change. And that change begins with you. Every meal, every bite is a choice between life and loss. You can drown your heart in oils that inflame, in sugars that corrode, in salt that suffocates, or you can flood it with what it's been craving. Fresh greens rich in nitrates that open your arteries. Berries bursting with antioxidants that dissolve inflammation. Garlic, turmeric, flaxseed, nature's medicine hidden in plain sight. These aren't trends, they're ancient truths. Proof that the body recognizes real food like an old friend and remembers exactly what to do with it. The first few days, you might not notice much. But then, something shifts. The morning fog lifts, your energy returns, you start breathing deeper, sleeping better, thinking clearer. That's not coincidence. That's the sound of your arteries opening. That's blood finding its rhythm again. That's your heart whispering, thank you. And once you feel that, you'll never go back. Because once you taste real healing, fake comfort loses its pull. But you can't half commit to this. You can't keep one foot in the problem and expect the solution to carry you forward. Healing demands honesty. It asks you to confront every excuse, every moment of self-doubt, every voice that says you can't. You can. You always could. You've just been distracted, told that your health is out of your hands, that you need someone else to fix what's broken. But the truth is, no one is coming. You are your rescue. You are your cure. You are the answer your body has been waiting for. And maybe that's hard to hear, because it means the responsibility is yours. But it also means the power is too. No drug, no surgery, no system can match the force that lives inside you. You are not broken. You are untrained in your own strength. When you feed your body what it was designed for, that strength returns, slowly, steadily, unstoppably, until one day you realize you're not fighting to survive anymore. You're living with purpose, with clarity, with freedom pulsing through every vein. Don't underestimate what one day can do, one meal, one decision. Because every great transformation begins in a single moment of courage. That moment when you stop waiting for permission and start taking responsibility. This is that moment. Your body is listening. Your heart is listening. Your future is listening. What message will you send? Because the cost of doing nothing is greater than any effort you'll ever make to heal. Regret is heavier than change, and the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to come back. But if you act now, if you choose to change what goes on your plate, what fuels your blood, you are not just unblocking your arteries. You're unlocking your potential. You're proving that it's never too late to begin again. So let this be your wake-up call, not one that scares you, but one that reminds you who you are. You are the sum of every heartbeat that refused to quit. You are living proof that healing is possible. You don't need miracles, you just need momentum. Feed your heart what it needs and it will do the rest. Because healing isn't a mystery, it's a choice. And your next choice could be the one that saves your life. You've come too far to turn back now. Your heart has been waiting for this moment, this truth, this chance to start over. You can feel it, can't you? That quiet pull inside, that whisper telling you it's time. You've ignored it before, pushed it aside, told yourself you'll deal with it later. But later never comes. Not until it's too late. And you know what that feels like. To lose someone too soon, to see a life cut short because they waited. You've seen it. You've felt that ache. Don't let that be your story. Because right now, your body is giving you a second chance. Every cell inside you is ready to rebuild, to repair, to rise again. It doesn't care how long you've been neglecting it. It only cares that you start, that you feed it life instead of slow destruction, that you give it a reason to fight. And when you do, it will fight for you harder than you can imagine. It will open your arteries. It will restore your strength. It will remind you what it means to feel alive again. You don't need perfection. You just need to begin. Because the moment you take that first real step, your body responds instantly. It's not waiting for months. It's not judging you for the past. It simply reacts. The inflammation starts to fade. The blood pressure eases. The heart pumps with more freedom. The flow returns. The healing begins. And every bite after that keeps pushing you forward one heartbeat at a time. You've been taught to think you're broken. That healing is impossible without prescriptions, without specialists, without endless appointments. But that's the greatest lie you've ever been told. Your body is not your enemy. It's not the problem. It's the solution. It's been trying to save you all along despite what you've put it through. And when you give it what it needs, when you choose real living foods instead of the lifeless ones designed to profit off your pain, it rewards you. It thanks you. It rebuilds you. That's not hope. That's biology. Think about everything you still want to do, the people who still need you, the dreams you've quietly tucked away because you're too tired, too sick, too afraid to chase them. Imagine all of that waiting on the other side of this choice. You can get there, but you can't wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's only this one, right now. Because every heartbeat that passes without change is one more lost opportunity. And time, once it's gone, doesn't come back. This is your wake-up call. Not the kind that screams at you, but the one that cuts deep, that stirs something real inside. The kind that reminds you of what's at stake. Your future, your family, your freedom. You can't keep gambling with your life hoping for a miracle while feeding the very thing that's killing you. You are stronger than your cravings, stronger than your excuses, stronger than your past. You've survived too much to stop here. Your heart has carried you through every battle, every heartbreak, every loss. It has never stopped working for you. Isn't it time you worked for it? Isn't it time you gave it what it's been begging for? The right foods, the right fuel, the chance to breathe again. Because every meal that heals is a promise to yourself that you're not done yet, that your story isn't over. This isn't about giving up everything you love. It's about loving yourself enough to stop giving up your life. It's about trading temporary pleasure for lasting strength. It's about saying, I choose me. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it honestly. Every small step counts. Every healthy choice adds up. And one day, not far from now, you'll feel it. You'll feel your heart beating strong, steady, free. Don't wait until pain forces you to change. Choose to change because you want to live, because you still have more to do, more to see, more to give. The power to heal has been inside you from the beginning, and it's still there, waiting for you to claim it. So stand up, take the first step, feed your heart what it needs. And remember this truth, your heart never gave up on you. Don't give up on it now. You can feel it, the shift. That flicker of strength that's been buried under exhaustion and fear. It's still there, waiting to ignite. Every breath you take right now is proof that your body hasn't given up on you. It's still fighting, still believing you'll finally listen. You've been given another chance, and this time, you can't waste it. Because the truth is, your heart doesn't get infinite warnings. It keeps beating until one day it doesn't, and you never know which day that will be. That's why this moment matters. This one right here. Every choice you make after this either pushes you toward life or drags you closer to loss. That's the weight of it, the beauty of it. You have control. You've always had it. You just forgot how powerful you are. The food you eat is not just fuel, it's information. It tells your body what to do. It tells your arteries whether to open or to close, your blood whether to flow freely or fight against itself. And when you eat the right things, when you choose life over habit, your body listens. It responds like it's been waiting for you all along. This isn't about giving up pleasure. It's about rediscovering it. The crisp bite of real food, the clean energy that replaces fatigue, the deep, steady breath that comes when your heart doesn't have to struggle to keep you alive. You start to realize that real satisfaction doesn't come from the things that numb you. It comes from the things that wake you up. From knowing you're not just existing but thriving. From feeling your body come back to life under your own choices. But let's be real, change isn't comfortable. It never is. It's raw, it's messy, it's inconvenient. But so is dying young. So is living in fear of the next test result. So is pretending you're okay when you know you're not. You can't keep choosing comfort over freedom. You can't keep numbing your pain with food that's slowly killing you. You've done that long enough. Now it's time to choose differently. To push through the noise. To prove to yourself that you're worth the effort it takes to heal. Because healing isn't a miracle. It's a decision repeated daily. It's saying no when it's easier to say yes. It's reaching for what nourishes instead of what distracts. It's building a new story from the same raw materials you've always had. You don't need perfection to heal. You need persistence. You need faith in the process. You need to remember that your heart doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to care. Picture this, blood flowing freely through clear arteries, oxygen flooding every cell, your heart pumping strong, smooth, effortless. That's not a fantasy. That's your future if you choose it. Because science has proven what ancient wisdom always knew. Your body was made to repair itself. Every system inside you is designed for recovery. You just have to stop blocking it. The same way plaque builds up over time, healing builds too. Layer by layer, meal by meal, choice by choice. And once it starts, you'll feel it. The energy, the clarity, the lightness in your chest, the steady rhythm of a heart that's no longer struggling to survive, but thriving in freedom. You'll start waking up before the alarm. You'll look in the mirror and see strength staring back at you. That's what taking your power back feels like. Not through fear, through ownership, through truth. You've been conditioned to think it's too late, that age has already decided your fate. But that's a lie. The body doesn't measure time the way you do. It measures opportunity. As long as you're breathing, there's still time to turn it all around. Every bite, every step, every breath from here on out can move you toward life, toward strength, toward the version of you that never stopped believing there was more. So don't walk away from this moment. Don't tell yourself you'll start next week, because every delay is a decision. Every hesitation is a message to your body that you've chosen to keep it waiting, but it won't wait forever. The chance to heal is right here, in front of you, in your hands. All you have to do is take it. Feed your body what it was meant for. Let your heart remember what freedom feels like. And when it does, when you feel that pulse of life rushing through you again, you'll know the truth that was always yours. Healing isn't coming from somewhere else. It's coming from within you. You already know what's at stake. You can feel it with every deep breath that doesn't come as easily as it used to. The heaviness in your chest, the fatigue that hits faster than it should. Those are warnings, your body's way of pleading for change. It's not trying to punish you, it's trying to protect you. It's doing everything it can to keep you alive, but it can't win this fight without you. Every heartbeat is a cry for help, and now it's time to answer. Because if you don't, the clock keeps ticking. The damage doesn't pause, the plaque doesn't stop building. Every day you wait, you lose a little more ground, and eventually, you run out of second chances. But here's the truth that changes everything. The moment you decide to act, your body begins to heal. Not next month, not in some distant future. Immediately, the blood starts to move differently. The inflammation begins to calm. The cells start rebuilding what was broken. This is how powerful you are. One choice, repeated consistently, has the strength to rewrite your entire story. You've been told healing is complicated, that you need expensive treatments, endless pills, and professional permission to feel whole again. But nature doesn't ask for permission, it just responds. Give it what it needs and it does what it was made to do. Restore balance, restore strength, restore you. Think about what that means. It means you're not trapped. You're not defined by your diagnosis, your family history, or your age. You are defined by your next decision, by what you put on your plate, by what you choose to believe about your own power. Your arteries aren't the enemy. They're the bridge between who you are and who you could be. And right now, they're waiting to open again, waiting for that first signal that you're ready to fight for yourself. And when that signal comes, it's unstoppable. It's not a slow crawl back to life. It's a rush of energy, of clarity, of light returning where there used to be weight. You'll feel it when you wake up earlier than before, when your chest feels lighter, when you climb a flight of stairs without gasping for air, when your reflection finally looks like someone you recognize again. That's what healing feels like. Not perfection, progress, real undeniable proof that your body is responding to your choices. But you can't get there by accident. You can't drift your way into health. You have to take it, decisively, deliberately, daily. Because comfort will keep calling. Old habits will whisper that one more indulgence won't matter, that you've already done enough. But that voice doesn't want you to heal. It wants you to stay stuck. You've listened to it long enough. Now it's time to listen to your heart. Literally. That steady beat has been fighting to keep you alive since the day you were born. It never stops, even when you take it for granted. And now it's asking for something simple in return: attention, respect, care. Every meal is a conversation between you and your future. What are you saying to yourself when you choose what to eat? Are you saying, I want to live, or I give up? Because your body listens to every choice. It adapts, it reacts, it either heals or it breaks, depending on what you decide to feed it. And the beauty of it all is that you can start over at any moment, even now, even after years of damage. The body doesn't hold grudges. It forgives instantly when you give it the chance. So this is your moment, the one that divides the before and after. You can stay where you are, tired, afraid, surviving, or you can rise into something stronger, clearer, freer. You don't need a miracle, you just need momentum. Start with one decision, one meal, one act of defiance against everything that ever told you you couldn't heal. Let that first choice spark another and another, until the rhythm of your life changes completely. Because one day, not far from now, you'll look back on this moment and realize this was it, the turning point. The moment you stopped waiting and started living. The day you chose to trust the power inside you. The day your heart finally felt heard. And when that happens, when you feel your life flowing freely again, you'll understand what it means to truly heal. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. You've felt the shift begin, that small flicker of power coming back to life inside you. But this is where most people stop. They feel the spark, but they don't feed the flame. They taste hope, then slip back into the comfort of old routines. Not because they're weak, but because fear whispers louder than truth. Fear says, you've tried before. Fear says, you won't last. Fear says, it's too late. But fear is a liar. It only survives when you stand still. The moment you move, it loses its grip. The moment you act, you take back control. Your heart doesn't need promises. It needs proof. It needs to feel that you're serious this time. Because when you choose healing with conviction, your body responds with fire. It begins to purge what's been holding you down. The blockages start to soften. The inflammation eases. The flow begins again. You may not see it, but you'll feel it. You'll wake up one morning, and something will feel different. Lighter, calmer, stronger. That's not coincidence. That's your body remembering what health feels like. But don't mistake healing for luck. This isn't luck. This is earned. Every good choice you make builds momentum, and every bad one steals it away. This is the battle most people never fight, the battle between comfort and change. And if you win that battle, you win everything. Because comfort is the slowest form of surrender. It feels safe while it's quietly destroying you. It tells you that small indulgences don't matter, but they do. Every choice is either building your freedom or feeding your failure. You are writing your future with every bite, every sip, every second of awareness. And when you finally decide that you're done living small, your body will rise to meet you. It will reward your discipline with strength. It will trade your pain for power. It will make you feel younger, cleaner, more alive than you felt in years. That's not some fantasy. It's the design of your biology. You were made to heal. You were built to recover. Your arteries were never meant to stay clogged. They were meant to adapt, to respond, to renew. Every plant you eat, every nutrient you absorb, every choice toward life pushes you closer to the version of yourself you were always meant to be. But you can't wait for motivation. Motivation fades. Action is what matters. Action builds belief. Belief builds discipline. Discipline builds freedom. The cycle starts with one decision, the one you make right now. Because while you hesitate, the clock keeps ticking, and every second that passes is a chance lost. Another day your body keeps fighting alone. You owe it more than that. You owe yourself more than that. You've carried the weight of neglect long enough. Now carry the weight of purpose. Think about who you're doing this for. It's not just for you. It's for the people who need you strong. The ones who look up to you. The ones who depend on your presence, your energy, your love. You can't pour from an empty heart. You can't give life when you're running out of it yourself. When you choose to heal, you're not just saving your life, you're protecting theirs. You're becoming the example they'll follow when it's their turn to choose. That's legacy, that's power. And if you're still doubting, look at where doubt has brought you. Nowhere. It's only ever stolen your time and your peace. But faith, even the smallest spark of it, can rebuild everything. You don't need to know how it all works. You just need to trust that it does. Your body knows what to do. It's waiting for you to believe in it again. This is your moment to decide that the story doesn't end here. That the pain wasn't the end of your journey. It was the beginning of your transformation. You have the power to change your blood, your energy, your future. You can eat your way back to freedom. You can breathe your way back to strength. You can love your way back to life. But only if you act now, not someday. Not when it's convenient, now. Because your heart is still beating, still fighting, still hoping you'll listen before it's too late. Don't let it down. Don't let yourself down. You've been given another chance. Take it.